on my timeline today. It's a little bit older in terms of weeks or so, but I think it's really actually rather fascinating. And it's fascinating the point where everybody starts talking about all kind of different technologies, especially when it comes to AI, when it comes to robotics. But Tesla, yes, of course. Elon Musk has decided that it's time to start working on to finish out that Gen 2, and we're going to start working on new bipedal robots. So I want to go ahead and take a look at that, and we'll see exactly how this is going to play out. So as you can see, it says it just happened. Elon Musk confirmed Tesla Optimus Gen 2 produce at least 10K price to work at Giga Texas. So I guess Giga Texas is the area that's at, because I think that says cyber or something around him, whatever. Uh, I don't know. Let's take a look at it and see exactly what's going on.
Our next generation has 22 degrees of freedom. It will be able to play the piano. So it's really like, wow.
As expected, Optimus Robot will be developed to Gen 3 with many unbelievable improvements. Elon Musk likened it to become C-3PO robot in Star Wars in the real world. But this is not the biggest surprise that Musk just talked about Tesla's humanoid robot in the 2024 annual stockholder meeting. What shocked the whole industry is that Tesla can produce this robot.
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I do recall that Elon Musk was actually one of the people that was most worried about AI technology right now. Keep in mind, he's talking about robots. He hasn't necessarily spoken to AI, but let's be honest. Every time I see something that happens with bipedal robots, AI has always been a big factor that they want to try to put into it. And if he's even going to talk about basically it being like C3PO, that means it's going to have access to basically communicate with you. It'll have access to other functions. It could be able to do work tasks, all kind of things like that. Because that's exactly what C3PO did. He was a diplomatic droid. He was able to translate into different languages. He can do all that stuff, which means that it must be something that they're pushing towards. But let's. I don't want to jump the gun. Maybe they'll say that. Maybe they won't.
For only $10,000, and there will be thousands of Optimus working in the factory by 2025.
For just 10K.
Crazy numbers. Its selling price was also confirmed once again through Musk.
It costs like $10,000 or $20,000.
So how can Tesla do this? And what did Elon Musk say about the robot development plan? When can we buy one? All will be revealed right now.
Look at that robot. Look at it.
Honestly speaking, after the Tesla 2024 annual stockholder meeting, the news, developments, and promises from Elon Musk could easily be made into a movie with multiple parts. But throughout this film, Optimus would undoubtedly be the main character. It's unbelievable that Elon Musk declared recently that the humanoid robot Optimus could potentially make Tesla worth $25 trillion, which is more than half the value of the entire current S&P 500 list of companies.
So that's actually really big. To be more than half of the S&P 500. Like, we're talking about the 500 big big conglomeration of companies. It could be tech company. It might be it's a lot of companies, a lot of big companies. Some blue chip, some not necessarily so blue chip. And so already having a valuation that just could be just over half of that, which means that once they go into actual production and these things are seen on a more grander scale of being able to do complex tasks, what did he say? That they have I guess they could do 22 things with their hands, and he said humans did how many? I don't recall. So that means whatever, like they're able to do so many. They're gonna be able to do some different things. So that means I guess they can play with pencils. They can probably type. Sweeping is not really a big job. When I'm hearing about processes in the hands, I'm guessing like turning it around, finger movements, things like that. What they're gonna do with those things, I don't know. But to already have an evaluation of saying that they can make just over, Tesla's gonna make a lot of money when they consider wanting to sell it. And if they're saying that it's about 10 grand, let's just be honest, that's still more than you getting an actual Tesla vehicle. That's for you, not even totaling, for you just getting into a serious accident with a Tesla car for the parts will probably cost you about 10 grand. He says 10 to 20, but either way, to be able to get a robot versus buying an actual Tesla vehicle, you get more value out of the robot, to be honest with you. Well, you won't, that robot would not be able to leave your house for a while, but still.
According to FactSet, the combined value of S and P 500 companies is currently at $45.5 trillion USD. Also at the Tesla 2024 shareholders meeting, it was mentioned that Tesla is not only embarking on a new chapter in its life, but is also poised to write an entirely new book, in which Optimus appears to be the focal point of the entire story. So, what did Elon Musk reveal about the plans for Optimus? It's fascinating to hear Elon discuss the potential with humanoid robots in the same way he talked about the development of Tesla electric vehicles back in 2008
Yeah, he
and
was hype about that.
2007, with limitless potential. The first surprise that Tesla's CEO mentioned about Optimus is that it can be customized to understand humans, to understand its owner. Specifically, during the stockholder meeting, a shareholder asked Elon Musk if
There
Optimus
goes
would have a
C3PO.
personality that users could set up, or what language model Tesla would use for its robot. We all know that the head of Optimus doesn't have much technology inside it, mainly a 2D camera at the moment. But that's not the final destination.
Of
In the
course
next
not.
upgrades, there will likely be more interesting things like display screens and voices. Musk noted that this will actually happen when he said,
Yeah, you'll be able to customize the personality, customize the voice.
Customize the voice. They'll be able to learn from you. They'll be able to talk with you. But here's something he said that's a bit disturbing, depending on whose hands it gets into and what's the purpose of this robot. Customize the personality. This could go in so many ways. Because what if we have a personality of, let's just say a killer? Thank goodness this thing is not jumping walls and running and stuff like that right now. But the personality to be able to tell jokes or to try to comfort or be a killer um are things that are actually on the list. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to say we have fail-safe functions and things like that, and we don't even know really to extent of what's the how these machines are getting watched. Because let's be honest, even though you can purchase it, it's probably like a subscription plan or something like that where Tesla engineers or whatever are monitoring it, or there's a help desk behind it, or whatever the hell the case may be, to make sure you're not doing some illegal ish. Um, but then I also think of the people that want to use for whatever intents and purposes these high tech robots for companionship. Um, Now they don't look like they can do anything specific, but you know, with the advent of the current technology that we have for um, modern pleasure dolls, who's to say that there's not someone who's going to purchase this and encode cover this particular machine with a particular uh, skin and soul of these dolls to have them be as lifelike as possible when it comes to us. I mean, what's to really stop them? I mean, it's going to cost even more, but what's to really stop them? But I do think about what are the other aspects since they're already able to commute. Ooh, this person, you hear me saying person, this thing can also be able to help you communicate with people. It'll help you communicate with people if you're taken out in the street, which I don't think is going to happen for a while because these things are still costing so much money. I don't think they're really gonna have the plan of saying that you'll get, you'll get the insurance in case it is stolen. But I can't imagine this is not gonna be a situation where it won't be able to help people out in the long run. But just like I mentioned, those things that could be looked at as potential positives, I got to think about the negatives. Tesla's already going to be the people that's making it, right? So, what is doesn't that mean that the very company that's making Teslas? Because let's be honest, but people might be making it right now, but that means later on robots will be making other robots. And what's that going to say about the human labor that's going to be at the Tesla factories? Um, what does that mean for people who are going to adapt these robots into other functions? Because let's be honest, people get tired, people only work 8 hours or whatever, but machines don't need downtime. No, I don't, unless these things turn around and get overheating or whatever, but machines don't need a whole lot of downtime. You know, I don't know if these, I imagine these things like, because it's a Tesla company, so I imagine these things work off a battery. But as much as the possibilities are endless when it comes to the robots, the possibilities are also might be a little, might cause a lot of limits when it comes to people. I don't know. We got a whole lot more in this, so let's see what they say.
Um, and really kind of the robot will kind of get to know you as well and know your preferences. You won't even have to say things because it'll just kind of understand you.
As Musk said, this means that we could completely build an Optimus based on our own personality traits, habits, and behaviors. Even the owners of these robots could customize their voices, such as choosing between male or female, local accents, or even the communication speed of these humanoid robots depending on the established language. Although we have imagined how intelligent Optimus would be due to its advanced AI technology and end-to-end neural network, we were still quite surprised by what Elon Musk shared. In other humanoid robots like we often see, when we first bring it home, it takes us months, even years to get it used to the job. But with Optimus, or rather according to Musk, Tesla bot users do not need to give detailed instructions to this humanoid robot because it will automatically understand and react according to the user's context and habits. Optimus can make predictions or actions based on the understanding accumulated through a short period of interaction.
How short is short?
You just need to rub your belly, and it knows you're hungry. Making a sandwich is not too difficult with its 22 degrees of freedom hand.
Oh, he just mentioned the 22 degrees of the hand. But did you not see that? That thing was cooking. Let's wait. I need another look at that again. Hold on. I need a look.
Action. For example, you just need to
Rub
your
your
belly,
stomach. Let
and
it know
it
it's
knows
hungry.
you're hungry.
Look at that.
Making a sandwich.
It was putting down the whole. Oh my goodness. Do you see how it's whisking?
Is not too difficult
That thing is whisking as good as I do.
with its 22 degrees.
Look at the culinary art. Look, the whole. Damn. That's crazy.
Degrees of freedom hand. Humans have 27 degrees.
So we have 27 degrees and it already has 22 degrees. That can still do a lot of tasks that we can take care of. That's definitely a lot of your laborious tasks for typing and everything. And it was already doing this. So what are the other degrees that apparently it's missing that we have? Because it looks like it can do this. So it's not stiffing the fingers. So what else can't it do? It looks like it can go back, it can go forward. I don't know what else it would be able to do that we don't. I'd have to really, I think, not even think about it, but I probably have to research it, you know?
Or you just need to frown and point at the grass garden. Optimus can cut them immediately. This is what Elon Musk is trying to say to confirm that this robot's learning ability is amazing. Optimus currently needs training, but in the next few years, it won't require extensive training beyond watching videos or observing others perform a task. Generally, training will be quite generalized, and by 2026, you'll be able to ask it to perform various tasks.
Look, assorting through the vegetables, it's drying its hands. So we have to assume that it washes its hands because it's drying its hands. It could just be a still picture. Absolutely true. We don't know. But the presumption is that it washes its hands, it dries its hands, it goes through the preparation of food. I mentioned it already. It's typing. It can go ahead and drive. Oh my gosh. It's driving. It's driving. And then, actually, that's a stove. It's fire. So that means there's some sort of heat resistance to it. Yes, it's a metal robot. Yes. But, you know, I'm thinking that might be plastic parts or whatever. Or still metal gets hot. Maybe it's not of the greatest quality of metal. Like, there's so many different things on the heat. So the fact that it can withstand heat, actual fire, it's going to be made of some quality materials. That's crazy. That is really crazy.
including ones it hasn't done before, Musk said. Why is Optimus the best humanoid robot in the world? Have you watched Star Wars? While not disclosing exactly what Optimus can currently do, Elon Musk has predicted that someday robots will operate like the characters R2D2 and C3PO in Star Wars. Optimus could become something everyone
That thing was
desires
moving
to
better than
have.
3PO.
But a C3PO plus R2D2 plus, plus plus. Um, it would be pretty awesome. I think everyone in the world is going to want one.
Also, at the stockholder meeting, not only did Elon Musk confirm that Optimus could be customized according to user preferences, but he also revealed some significant improvements for Optimus. For instance, the upcoming update will provide the humanoid robot with 22 degrees of freedom in its hands, which is not entirely new, as Musk had mentioned this before. However, this time Musk emphasized the marvel of this upgrade by stating that Optimus could play the piano with such hands. Our next generation that Elon Musk is referring to could be the Optimus Gen 3 we often refer to, a final version of this
Working on
robot.
a Gen 3.
Don't underestimate their hands. 22 degrees of freedom will enable them to perform at least 70 tasks, compared to
70.
the human hand's
That we
capability
get
of
thinking
100
of.
tasks with 27 degrees of freedom. Many
70 tasks compared to 100 that we can do. I don't know what all these 100 tasks. I, I wouldn't imagine that we can limit it to only 100, but to still be able to do 70 tasks, that's a lot. That is a lot of things that you can do.
Many experts agree that Optimus's hands represent the most advanced technology on the
Yo, it's
market
folding
when
clothes.
compared to other humanoid robot manufacturers. Why is Optimus Robot a massive profit generator? We all know that the demand for these humanoid robots will be infinite in the next decade, as everyone would like to have their own homemaker. It's no coincidence that Musk is focusing on these robots instead of concentrating on electric vehicles. Perhaps the most shocking thing in the entire robotics industry is Elon Musk saying that Tesla could produce large-scale Optimus robots for $10,000 and sell them for $20,000 each.
Large
You also need
scale.
to be very good at scale manufacturing. So in order to have the robot not cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars, in order to make it cost like $10,000 or $20,000,
Yes, Tesla could absolutely produce them for just $10,000 when the company reaches a mass production line, along with a giant factory to produce these humanoid robots separately. Of course, initially this is not possible, and the price of $20,000 per Optimus is not a real word from Musk. We have to admit this. It will definitely be cheaper than others on the market, but not next year. $20,000 is the price of 2028 or 2030. We believe so because Musk recently confirmed
That's
that the
really
company
close.
will lease this technology before starting sales, meaning it is very difficult to buy it, so leasing seems more reasonable. By 2028 and beyond, Tesla could potentially earn hundreds of billions of dollars in profit annually from Optimus alone. This valuation is staggering, based solely on Optimus. These robots will scale production rapidly once manufactured in large quantities. In smaller numbers, they appear more complex and costly compared to a Tesla EV. Although Elon Musk did not mention the development progress of Optimus in detail, he also hinted at a more detailed plan for using these humanoid robots for his factory. In just 2 years, Optimus has made incredible progress, and the number of tasks it can do is also increasing.
Gen 3 is this year. So think about it this way. Robots have been made for a while, but these bipedal humanoid robots, they're relatively new. Um, Especially to do as many tasks as he's claiming, like that has to be something like in the last, I want to say, three, 3 to 5 years. They really started putting a lot on the market. The technology has probably been out there a little while. You get an arm or like that, but to have full robots and now to the point saying that you can customize it and they'll be about this price and they could be able to understand complex tasks in a short amount of time, and that they'll be able to basically not even really need to communicate with you because they'll be able to understand basically your emotions or understand your personality, and they can be able to perform tasks for you, you know just off of interpreting what they think you may want. And that's just in Gen 2 that they're finishing. Optimus Gen 2 produced. Yeah. So that means they're already working on Gen 3 now, which I guess that means if they're planning on releasing the technology in robots within 3 to 5 years, that means they plan on at least finishing out because they said Gen 3 will be the final stage. So Gen 3 has to be ending, if not next year, maybe, 2026. You know, that's a lot. That's a very short amount of time.
Most recently sorting 4,680 batteries off the line and automatically fixing errors. Because of this impressive ability, Elon Musk shared at the stockholder meeting that there could be 1,000 or more Optimus robots working at the electric car manufacturer next year.
But I think like next year, my prediction is next year we'll have over 1,000, maybe a few thousand Optimus robots working at Tesla.
We do not advocate the use of
He said a
robots
few
to eliminate
thousand.
humans, but there are truths that we sometimes have to accept. Maybe by 2030, Tesla's workforce will be reduced by 60% because of the presence of these robots, which work without
60%.
needing to rest. Even if the battery runs out, it only takes about 5 minutes to charge because the 2.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack does not need too much time to be fully charged. It saves hundreds of thousands of
5 minutes
dollars
of
compared to Tesla
downtime.
having to pay a human worker each year. It is cheaper, more cost-effective, and works faster with extremely high precision. You know that humans can never surpass the precision of machines, especially Tesla will not be involved in lawsuits or complaints compared to human labor. Elon Musk is betting big on Tesla, not just in robotics, but also in artificial intelligence through robots. He claims that Optimus will increase Tesla's value to tens of trillions of dollars, a figure that EVs will take a long time to reach. Is this possible? No one can say for sure, but many experts in robotics and artificial intelligence are optimistic. NVIDIA's CEO, for example, also believes Tesla
That's
is on the right
right. They get the
track.
chips from
He
Nvidia.
emphasizes that Tesla's approach, especially in
That's
developing neural
absolutely
networks,
right.
is sound. Of course, NVIDIA also benefits from this, since Tesla is buying billions of dollars in chips from them. The fact that Optimus utilizes components and technologies already employed by Tesla in its cars means the manufacturer has established a supply chain for all those parts through its vehicles. They can integrate these components into robots at a significantly lower cost compared to a new entrant into the industry that would need to install computers, cameras, or other devices from scratch in their robots. All the cost advantages Tesla has built through its automotive business will extend into its robot business, especially concerning the hardware needed for artificial intelligence to operate and move effectively. Why does Optimus have so much to overcome? Elon Musk believes Tesla will be worth 10 times the most valuable companies today, which is more than $10 trillion. Musk believes that the Optimus robot is Tesla's most important product, not cars or self-driving taxis. He's right, because the global labor market is worth many
He just shit
times
on
more
Uber.
than the entire
Shit on
auto
Waymo.
industry combined. Musk is saying that we're going to change the global labor market. Tesla will have at least 10% of the market.
Basically, what he means is that if this gets into the hands of a lot of manufacturers, or if you want to go into like other labor jobs, like this is gonna cut out a lot of people, especially in the physical labor industries. Most of the people who are going to be on site or working rather will be like architects slash engineers. They'll be supervisors, mechanics, maintenance crews. Other people will just essentially be out of work. It's going to change the landscape of what people view as employment. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that.
Share in the humanoid robot market. But until Optimus is really valuable, Tesla still has a long way to go before it can really make trillions in profit. So what does Musk say about the challenges of Optimus? According to the CEO, the humanoid robot to human ratio will be greater than 1-to-1, and building a humanoid robot is very difficult because Tesla had to design each part from scratch. There is no supply chain for the types of motors and sensors needed for a humanoid robot. Tesla will have to design.
So I'm wondering, since Tesla's got to be the no. So I was wondering. The question in my mind was, if Tesla has to make all the parts, all the piston pieces, all the gaskets, everything, all the feet, everything, this robot is probably gonna lean closer to the $20,000 margin, because that means there's no companies, there's no manufacturing companies that are. Wait, are there companies that make robots? I mean, who makes the the robots that go into car manufacturers? There's no companies that make like robots. I never thought about that. I'll look that up.
Every part of the robot from scratch, starting from basic principles. This includes the motor, gearbox, power electronics, and communication systems. Everything needs to be developed independently. According to Musk, he acknowledges that there isn't an established supply chain for humanoid robots, meaning Tesla will have to manufacture these components largely on its own
All
without
right, they
extensive
beat me to
support
it.
from material suppliers, even though many electric motors are produced
I have
worldwide.
to look it up, but
However,
they sound like they beat
there
me to
isn't
it.
an established supply chain for the types of motors, sensors, and gearboxes necessary for an advanced humanoid robot like
So
Optimus.
it's all gonna come from the company.
Making prototypes is easy, but starting mass production is difficult. Tesla has only 2 years of experience, so the difficulties are countless, although Tesla has the ability to design, engineer, and manufacture. Talking about the future and the development as well as the difficulties that Tesla encounters with its robots, professors, and analysts have frankly commented. Animesh Garg, assistant professor of AI robotics at the Georgia Institute of Technology, said he would expect Tesla to have a humanoid platform with limbs, though it's unclear how robust and useful the hands will be, but would be surprised if Optimus could perform tasks beyond competent locomotion and skills like picking up objects that aren't complicated to grasp, with other features like interacting with objects like windows and doors to possibly follow a year or two later. Jonathan Aitken, a roboticist at the University of Sheffield in the UK, agreed Musk's timeline would be very challenging and described 2025 as ambitious but not out of the question, saying that a lot depends on the details of exactly what Musk is suggesting for its applications.
Not impossible.
Christian Hubicki, a robotics professor at Florida State University, said he wouldn't be shocked to see some carefully prepared video demos of an Optimus doing some nominal tasks in a factory by the end of the year, but warned it will be incredibly difficult to get the bots into the hands of customers who will find them useful in that time.
It has the production capability, it has the engineering capability, and it has the AI hardware and software capability. And even the most optimistic estimates that I've seen for Optimus.
While acknowledging the challenges ahead, Musk is an optimist, He stressed that Tesla has all the key capabilities in manufacturing, engineering, artificial intelligence, hardware, and software. They can do big things with Tesla Optimus. Elon Musk also highlighted the importance of the manufacturer having the best electronics engineers in the world in transmissions and electric motors, power electronics. Musk is the wealthiest person in the world with a net worth of $210.7 billion, largely tied to Tesla. This includes a multi-billion-dollar compensation package that was recently rejected by a Delaware judge. Tesla and Musk plan to contest the ruling, and shareholders have voted to approve the agreement, which could potentially reinstate Musk's compensation package. However, the legal issues surrounding this matter are expected to take time to resolve, and experts suggest that it has pushed Musk, Tesla, and Delaware's legal system into uncharted territory. $6 billion USD. That's the amount Goldman Sachs analysts predict the global market for humanoid robots could reach within the next 10 to 15 years. According to the research and analysis firm Global Data, the broader robot market is projected to be worth $218 billion USD by 2030. If you observe,
Damn, that's a lot of money. That's a gross amount of money. The robots will be more profitable. Think about it. People will want to invest more in robots than they will want to invest in getting a tested vehicle. The robots will become more popular and more profitable than the actual um than the actual cars themselves. And don't get me wrong, Tesla has some beautiful cars. Um, but let's just keep it a buck. Like, people will do more with robots, get more tasks done, have more help than they would trying to invest in the EV that they're hoping they don't get a paint scratch on just getting out to go pick it up from the freaking gas station. That's crazy.
Observe a Tesla equipped with their full self-driving system today, you'll see that Tesla is confident their cars will achieve full autonomous driving capabilities without human intervention as early as the end of this year, or possibly next year, through their network of robotaxis or cybercabs. Tesla plans to host an event on August 8th to introduce this technology. We need to start preparing early to purchase and integrate humanoid robots to support families during this crucial technological transition. It's undeniable that millions of jobs will be displaced due to the replacement by humanoid robots. However, this shift also brings new opportunities and employment in manufacturing and robot technology development. The reality is that by 2040, most jobs, particularly manual labor roles, will likely be taken over by humanoid robots. What we need to do now is prepare and adapt to this change to ensure that families and society can access and
And
maximize the
Gen Z think
benefits
they
that
got it rough
technology
now.
brings. Tesla recently announced that they have 2 Optimus robots working autonomously in their factory, and Musk said that Tesla will sell the robots to customers next year. Do you think this will happen? We have made a few videos about Optimus's missions, potential, and roles.
He's ambitious. He said he has two already working, and he's already thinking about selling robots as of next year. That's crazy. Who knows? Oh my goodness. Is it could it be this soon? He's at 2040. That's that's gonna be like that. We're 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 almost 5 years away. We're 4.5 years away. Sorry, we're 5.5 years away from it being 2030. 10 more years will fly quickly. Right after that. That's crazy.
As well as a film outlining the future of humanoid robots like Tesla's Optimus. We recommend watching it for a comprehensive look at this humanoid robots. We hope you will have the most relaxing.
Well, I'm gonna cut it there. That's actually coming from Tesla. That's actually coming from Tesla Car World. That's the actual YouTube page. I think that is absolutely wild. That is wild that we're going to be running up across robots at some point, which will which will bring forth good things for car companies, but it'll also bring forth very devastating things when it comes to people who are working. Things are already rough as it is. Um, Gen X will be at that the top um order for people. Gen Millennials, such as myself, will be right around the age of retiring. Unless they push that shit up to like 70. But we'll be right on the age of retiring, and Alpha will be pretty much in the working world as well. Um, but millennials and Gen Z are gonna be like right in the robot war of making sure that they can be employed. I don't know what the hell Alpha's gonna do, and whatever generation is gonna be right after that. That's gonna be something. It's hard to know what the future is gonna be like. I would say if you got the money, start investing in companies such as Tesla for bipedal robots, and for AI, start looking at the AI companies. If you manage to get your foot in a startup, that do not do not pull your money out. Hope that things go well. Please be mindful when it comes to whatever's going on in the market. I'm damn sure no expert, but I thought that this was pretty interesting, and they said the next conference is going to be pretty much close to a month. So that was August 8th. Hopefully, I get the notification for it, so I'm already gonna subscribe to see what happens with this. Just, to see if I can get that notification, because I want to see what they got planned next, since they'll be pretty much at the end of a quarter before the final quarter of the year. And we'll know more about whether they're actually planning on really trying to release any form of robots as of next year, and what kind of capabilities they can do now. Anyway, that's gonna be my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you haven't already, hit that like button, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.